Hello and welcome to GUI.Dog. Oh yes, what are we doing today? We're doing staking. Oh yes, carry on our Venice coin adventures. So what we want to do is that this is Brave Browser, and Brave Browser has its inbuilt wallet right there. But we're not going to use that. I want to use MetaMask because it is very important things that I want to say about MetaMask. If you actually want to stake Venice coin, then and you're using MetaMask, so what we'll do is we want to go to extensions and we want to visit web store and we want to choose MetaMask. And there we are, yes, 2.7, not very good. There is a reason for that. It is deserving, but anyway, there is one silver lining on this dark cloud. 14 million users, that's not the silver lining. Just so that you know that you've got the right one, metamask.io, and then you want to add to Brave, and it says you can read exchange your website, blah blah blah. We're going to have to deal with that later. But we want to add extension. Now, those Bitcoiners out there will be screaming, shitcoin, and why are you getting involved in that kind of thing? Well, the reason why is because, one of the reasons why I got into Bitcoin is because of explore and exploit. That is a computer science term, explore different options and exploit the ones that work. So I was willing to try Bitcoin. I was okay with paying a few bucks for the fees to be able to send Bitcoin from like an exchange or to a wallet and so forth, from one wallet to another, to explore it. So explore and then exploit what works, whatever works. And that's when you want to learn about how the world works, you can't do it by theory, just by reading. Yes, reading, you should read, you should get the theory, but you need to apply the theory in reality to see whether it actually you're being told rubbish or not, because you don't know whether the person who wrote that book or wrote that blog or who made that video is talking a lot of nonsense. So you need to explore and exploit. So that's the reason why. So I looked into NFTs, wondered what all the fuss was about with those. Now AI, I'm looking into AI. You can see by my channel what is all the fuss with all of that, because you need to understand the technology, the new technology around you, and how you can utilize it for your better future. So let's get started. The small print. In English, it's always the small print that contains the important information. I mean, when you see some big, huge billboard with big letters, then that's not important information. For some reason in the English language it's always the small. It's worth skimming it. You find nuggets in there. I've found nuggets in the TNCs, but anyway, we must agree. And let's get started. Let's create a new wallet. We'll do it with a secret passphrase, and we want to the password. Set up password. If I forget this password, MetaMask can't reset it. So now the first thing about the MetaMask, and there's three things that are very important that you need to put in your password manager, and this is one. This password right here is for the actual MetaMask on this machine. So it's how to get into this actual wallet itself. So we're going to create that password, and then we need to secure our wallet. Now this is the second one. Let's get started. Now the second one, this is our seed phrase, and this is how to recover the actual wallet on any machine. So this is very important as well, and this is the second thing that you need to secure, and you're gonna have to put that in a safe place. So let me see if I can actually put that in a safe place. Right. And then continue. Now it's going to ask me, this is in order to check whether I actually wrote it down and put it in a safe place. So number 2, if you guys can remember what it was. 9. And 11 will be that one. Okay, excellent. Don't want to open, improve. Done. Yeah, I know, we just did that. Not now. Now the third thing, and this is the silver lining, but it's one of the, it's actually one of the aspects of this wallet that the better aspects of the security on this wallet. So let's say you've got an account 1 here, right? And then you want to add an account. So you want to add the second account, Ethereum account, and we'll call it account 2. Add. So you've got this second account. Now, if you recover, like for instance, if this browser blows up on you, or this laptop blows up at you, and you need to recover this wallet, this account 2, this second wallet. When you recover, you use your seed phrase that you've stored, and it's the 12-word seed phrase, and then you use that to recover your wallet. This account 2 will not appear. You will only see account 1, and that's a good thing. So if you want to secure your funds and you don't want anyone with the seed phrase to actually get your funds, then you can put them in account 2. Now I don't know whether there's a way of recovering account 2 without what I'm about to show you, but in order to be able to recover account 2, you need to go through this process. So the process is, if you go to account details, private key, and that's the third thing. So the first thing is the password to the actual wallet on your machine. The second thing is the secret recovery phrase right there, and that is in order to recover your wallet on any machine. And the third thing is the private key right here, and this catches a lot of people out. You need to know this. The private key right here is important in order to recover this actual wallet itself. So let's go to that. It's going to ask for the password to the this actual wallet, not the seed phrase. It's the password itself. Let's go get that. Kept that somewhere. Confirm. Okay, and there it is right there. You want to make a copy of that, and you need to keep this safe. So 3 things in order to recover account 2. Well, no, 2 things in order to recover account 2. That is your seed phrase for the wallet and this private key. This is very important. This catches a lot of people out. Now, you might want to say, oh well, if you don't have this, and then what? And the problem with that is that, you know, if you go with enough and then what's, then the last and then what is that you're screwed. So instead of playing those silly games, just save this in order to save yourself that kind of hassle. So it says never disclose this key to anyone. I'm going to get rid of this wallet at the end of this, so you know, so you know that. So it's not, there's no point in you trying to recover this wallet. Okay, so here we are. So now what we want to do is we want to go to, let's check the networks first of all. We need to be on basenet. That's it for Venice. It's there. And then we're going to go to Venice.ai. For some reason Venice, it hides a lot of stuff. I don't understand. I've never actually figured out how to get to the token. I know it says token there, but it takes you somewhere else. So you want to go to / token. It's taking ages. I wonder why. Here we are. and then you want to go to connect wallet, choose MetaMask, which is installed. Account 2, connect, sign. If you look at the bottom here, it says Venice guest. Confirm. And there we are. It's changed at the bottom right here. Bottom left corner. Yeah, bottom left corner. It was saying guest. Now it says 0 points and so forth. So now, in order to get some DVV, you can buy it from here. I'll link to a video in the description of someone actually going through this process. You can see a different way of doing it. And then you need a Coinbase account. And then once you've got it, then you can stake right there. Stake it. And if you stake it, the staking now, it gets locked up for 7 days. So to unstake, you're going to have to wait 7 days before you're going to have to wait 7 days before you can actually unstake. And but once you stake your Venice coin VVV, then you're going to get some inference right there. You get some computing power, a portion of the computing power distributed amongst people who are staking and using the API. So this small number right here, 2.15 million is being staked and using the API, and then whatever the total inference of Venice has, that will be distributed amongst you guys. And then the daily network usage is actually very low, at a mere 19%. So yeah, so there we are. There's EVV. Yes, so if you like what you're seeing, make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and choose all. Give us a thumbs up or thumbs down. Tell us in the comment section how you give us a thumbs up or thumbs down. Do join the Fast Lane Business Forum if you don't want to go through all this palaver of staking and MetaMask and whatnot. I mean, let me see what other, and whatnot. In order to get your inference, you can just join the Fast Lane Business Forum for $9 a month, and then you have unlimited computing power. It is has a fair use policy, and it is come first served. So if you're going to use more than $9 a month, I mean, if you just use $1 a day of computing power for 30 days, then you're 3x, 3 times your money, and you're using AI. So you're getting ahead of your peers. So so join the Fast Lane Business Forum. Thank you for listening, and goodbye.